So now we're going to work on someone and we're going to move backwards in time. So here we have a household examination for this person named Stina Larsdotter, who was born in 1798, 23rd of March. And she's living in the parish of this right here, SKA, etc. And it is in the book that also includes this place right here, Nora Ving. And so this is the starting place. So the first step we do is we analyze what we have. So we analyze, we have her, whatever, and now we're wanting to go back to find the previous record. So this time, instead of looking at this column right here, which is the moving out column, we're going to be looking at the moving in column, and we're going to be working backwards. So here in 1820, a little hardish to read right there, but she moved from Warnhem, and the W's and the V's make the same sound and are replaceable, and that's some of the spelling stuff is going to be talked about in a different video. So this is Varnhem. And so what we're going to do is we go and we find the moving in record for this parish, and we'll work from there. And instead of taking the time to go through it like I did previously, I'm just going to jump right to it. And here's the image right here. So this is the moving in record for that particular parish, and covering the years, covering the year 1820. And so we have 1819 right here. We have 1820 right here. Let's make sure that this is the beginning of 1820. No, it's not. See right here? We want to make sure to not forget these people right here. Because if she was right here, which she's not, but if she was right here, then we'd be looking all over for her, and it turns out she's just right here. Because in this book, it's the moving in on the left and on the right side. So to find her, we'd go through and we look for her birth year and stuff, and eventually we would end up and would find her right here, Stina Larsdotter. And it can get a little bit harder when the handwriting's a little more tricky, like this one is. This is a little harder to tell that that's what it says. The dot is supposed to be over there. This is an N, this is an A, this is an L, this is an S. It can be a little tricky. Even like this 8 right here is a little tricky right there, but if you look through these records like this, then you'll eventually get to the point where you can identify how they do their handwriting and stuff, and it's not as hard. So here we have her, and she moved from this place named Varnhem. We already knew that. So perfect. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to find this moving book for 1820. Boom. There it is right there. Magic. Just pull it off my shelf, throw it down here, already had it prepared. And so we go through the same thing again, where to get to this point, we would have identified which county, which parish, which book. We want the moving book, which year range, the year that covers the ones that cover 1820. And we go until we find it. We try and find the correct page that covers 1820. We make sure at the top that it's the moving out. Right here, it's moving out. Because she's moving out of this parish, because we're moving backward in time. And so, perfect, we identified that, and then we go and identify her, and she is right here, Stina Larsdotter, And right there, 1798. Lovely. And so what we do is right here is the saying where she moved from. So this is the farm or village, the smaller locality that she moved from. Let's get a closer look at this. So it is a little tricky to identify what this says exactly. Here's an M, here's an E, L, L, A, N, and then here's the symbol for Gordon. And then right here, an A, something's U, something D. So let's go see if we can find a village or farm that matches something like this. So we are going to open up the household examination book for Varnhem. And first thing we do is we go and we look at the index. Awesome. Here's the other part of the index. Also awesome. So started with an M, Melle Gordon, and MN. No, there's no M's at all. And let's maybe try the reverse. Let's try looking for the one that started with an A. And that doesn't, none of them look quite the same as this. So here is, here's it right here. And so let's see if we can find something that looks similar to that. No, those ones not close enough. So we've looked at those, and let's see if we can see what we can find. So then the next thing I do is I look at these things that are kind of tabbed over that have like two parts to their name, and see if you can find anything there. No, nothing there. No. Ah, here we go right here. And so if you were to go and look in this farm right here, you would not find her. You would think you should find her. I thought I should find her when I looked there first, but I didn't find her. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So after I did that, I went and I looked at this place right here. This also has that right there. Okay, she was not there. I looked at pages kind of before and kind of after that farm, still didn't find her. So I took the next step, and this is a very, very good rule of thumb, is to look at the sister, daughter, mother, related parishes for the parish you're working with, and to look and see if you can find that person there. And so to identify which are the related parishes, we can go to Archive Digital /volume, and then right here you search. So we search Varnhem. There it is. Wonderful. And it gives us our information right here, and we'll go over how to interpret kind of this stuff later. But here lists, here's a parish. There's the same one listed. And then here are the related ones as well. And so let's start and see what we can find. And so again, what we do is if we can't find them in that same parish that we think they should be in, then we look in the sister or mother or daughter parishes, the related parishes. That is our best chance of finding them. And as we'll see in this case, she is in one of the sister parishes, or I think daughter parishes in this case. So we're going to go and we look at this parish right here. We go to the index right here. We do the same sort of thing. Look for M's. No, not there. We look at the second parts of the words, and maybe we think some of them look kind of similar, and so we might go and look at this one right here, and find out that she's not there. So then we reevaluate and figure out where we're going to go next. And nothing looks good there. I'm going to the next page and check here. Still wouldn't find her even if we were to look in some of these places. So we go on to one of the other ones. So this one, the one just previously, that was Egby. And then this one right here is Nora Lundby. And so we're going to go and look in here. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so we go and look at the M's. M's, no, nothing there. Let's see if we can find it anywhere else. Oh, here's kind of something like that. Exactly like that. And it's exactly what we want actually right here. Right here, we found it. So it has the Muntorp and then the Mellagorden. And so this one, in this case, it's switched. And so we can come back here and take a look at what it said right here. So right here it has the Mellagorden and the Muntorp. And so it didn't happen to be in Varnhem, but it happened to be in one of the related parishes. And so then we go to page 47. We can then go ahead and start looking for her. So she was born in 1798. 1798. Here's a 1798. Oh, here's another 1798. There we go. Stina Larsdottir. And born on the 23rd of March. And right here, it's showing where she moved to. It's Wing, W-I-N-G. But if you recall, she lived in the place that was related to Norving. Back here. Here. So even though she lived in this parish right here, she actually, they listed her as moving from this place right here, Ving. If we would have been aware of the related parishes, then we would have been able to more quickly identify that those parishes were related. And since knowing related parishes, which parishes are related, is so important, it is a good idea that once you start looking at records for a parish, just to glance at the related parishes, just so you have in your mind the parishes that that might be interchangeable with the one that you expect that your person to be in. So that is how we go about finding people, working backwards. The same sort of process. You work from household to moving records to household records.